There is a sign of hope this morning as rescue crews frantically search for that missing submersible that disappeared near the wreck of the Titanic. A surveillance plane has detected underwater noises, but there is not much time left to reach the 5 people on board. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington, D.C. Boy, Doug, people are just on pins and needles wondering how this is going to end. Good morning.
Good morning. Obviously, the hope here is that this sound is coming from inside the still intact submersible, and that the 5 individuals on board are still alive and trying to communicate. There's nothing that guarantees that, but right now it's about the only lead that rescuers have. A Canadian P-3 surveillance plane like this one, using advanced sonar technology, has heard what's described as a banging sound near the wreck of the Titanic. Could it be coming from 5 survivors on board Titan, the submersible that disappeared on Sunday? Just after midnight this morning, the U.S. Coast Guard tweeted, ROV, remote operated vehicle operations, were relocated in an attempt to explore the origin of the noises.
Hopefully, we can have a nice little stroke of luck here. So they picked up a banging sound from one of the particular sonar buoys. They'll know when they heard that sound, and then they'll be able to triangulate and listen on some of the other recordings they may have made from the other sonar buoys or other vessels with sonar.
The search is being coordinated by the U.S. Coast Guard, but if Titan is still intact, it only has about 1 day of air left. OceanGate, the Washington state-based company that operates Titan, had once been involved in a lawsuit with its former director of marine operations over safety concerns, and a group of outside experts also raised issues back in 2018. A friend of one of the passengers, who was also an oceanographer, suggested this may have been just a matter of time.
But we knew this was going to happen at some point along the way, and knew darn well it would. And we knew all the difficulties there would be about how do you recover from that. If the sub is stuck on a shipwreck, if they lose batteries, if they're caught on the bottom some other way. And nothing was done about it.
Okay, in the meantime, the Coast Guard indicates that 3 more ships have arrived on the scene there to assist in what they hope will ultimately become a rescue effort. One of those vessels is equipped with side-scan radar, no doubt hoping to follow up on what was heard overnight by one of those aircraft that's monitoring sonar buoys that were dropped to try to track this thing down. Dina.
Doug, it seems just baffling how this could happen, because they were only out for about an hour and a half before they lost contact with the mothership. So it would seem, with technology and these remote operated vehicles out sort of, scanning the ocean, I mean, it seemed like they would be able to find them.
Well, I guess you have to consider just how massive this search area is, and it's in 3 dimensions, and the fact that it goes more than 2 miles down. I mean, that is just such a massive search. And sonar can be pretty helpful, but you're looking. These sonar buoys, for instance, are designed to detect submarines. This is tiny compared to a submarine, and it's far deeper, at least assuming it went deep, it's far deeper than any submarine can go. So, finding it is not going to be easy, and if they do find it, getting it to the surface is also going to be a dicey proposition.
Oh, wow. It's just, it's awful to think about, but we remain hopeful until we learn otherwise. So we'll see what happens as the hours tick by.
That's right. It's all we can do is kind of wait. They still have about 20 hours of air left at this point.
All right, we'll see. Doug Luzader, thank you.
Thank you.